Good afternoon and welcome to Cusick Park for the 1988 Under-14 C final between the Banner and Ogonnelloe. This is a repeat of last year's final, and on that occasion the Banner were victorious. The Banner team, who have accounted for Clooney, Ina and Kilnamona, to earn a playoff with Dora Bearfield, and on that occasion they came out on top. They went on to beat Newmarket in the semi-final, and their mentors Dan O'Connor and Aidan Amuraku will be attempting to guide the side to retain the title today. So I'll give you the line out of the Banner team. In goals, Kevin Burke. Right full-back, Sean Heaney. Full-back, Shane O'Neill. And left full-back, Kieran Walsh. The half-back line, on the right, Anthony Mulcair. In the centre, Alan Heher. And on the left, George Mulvey. Centre field, Alan Gilligan and Declan Murray. The half-forward line, on the right, Rory O'Connor. In the centre, Niall O'Halloran. And on the left, Aidan Linnane. The full forward line, top of the right, Derek Logue. Full forward, Simon McDonough. And top of the left, Alan Wren. As the Ogonnelloe side come out onto the field, they had victories over Newmarket, 6 Mile Bridge and Broadford, before beating Dora Bearfield in the semi-final. And their mentors Michael Dinan and Damon Heaney will be hoping to make up for last year's defeat. And as the Ogonnelloe team pose for their photographs, I'll give you the line out. In goals, Dermot Dinan. Right full-back, Sean Wood. Full-back, Colin Kelly. Left full-back, Desmond Perry. The half-back line, on the right, Joseph Dinan. In the centre, Conor Williams. And on the left, Brian McNamara. Centre field, Casey King and Leo Sheedy. Right half-forward, Ronan Sheedy. Centre half, Darrell King. And on the left, Owen Sheedy. Right full-forward, Barry Gibbons. Full forward, David Ford. On top of the left, John Barton. And as the sides go back into their positions, the Banner playing from right to left in the first half. The referee for today's game is Johnny Hayes, and any moment now the game will be underway. A lovely sunny day after the overnight's rain. The Banner first into the attack, up this side of the field. Joseph Dinan is there, gets it out to his centre field player Leo Sheedy. Soling across this side, the ball falls away from him. Flicked back out into the centre of the field again. Casey King. Since Ogonnelloe attacking, down this side, cleared out by George Mulvey. Casey King is in there again. So is Declan Murray. Comes to Alan Gilligan. Left-handed, he sends a nice shot up the centre. Conor Williams, the centre half-back, comes out. He's beaten there by Aidan Linnane. Cleared back out this side by Conor Williams, very close to the sideline. Niall O'Halloran is there for the Banner. Sends a low shot up towards the corner, but the referee blows the whistle and awards a free out to Ogonnelloe. The free out will be taken by Conor Williams, but now he leaves it to the right corner back, Sean Wood. A good free up this side of the field, very close to the touchline. George Mulvey. It goes off his stick and it's gone out over the line. A sideline cut. But I thought there for a moment that George Mulvey touched it, but it went straight out over the line, so it's a line ball to the Banner. Alan Gilligan with the sideline cut. Cuts it in the centre. Out comes Conor Williams. Nicely collects it. Solos into the centre of the field. Right-handed, he sends Ogonnelloe attacking. Under it there is Ronan Sheedy. Nicely gets around the centre half-back, soloing goalwards, flicks it in towards the goals. Backs and forwards tussle for it in there. Sean Heaney clears it out a little bit. Kieran Walsh is also in there. And Melee inside near the goals, cleared out by Shane O'Neill, the full-back. But it's gone to the right and wide. So after 2 minutes of the game, no score. There's one of the Ogonnelloe players down injured in there near the goals. I think it's the full forward, David Ford. The referee, Johnny Hayes, is in there saying to him, it seems to be a leg injury he has picked up, but he's back on his feet. The puck out will be taken by Shane O'Neill, the fullback. Pucks it out the centre. Alan Gilligan. Hand passes it up the field. Anthony Mulcair fails to get it up. Casey King is in there for Ogonnelloe. Sends it down the far side towards Owen Sheedy. Casey King is there again. A low shot in the centre, pulled on by John Barton. In towards the goals. Kevin Burke comes out for it, safely collects it, solos out this side and gets a good clearance up this side of the field. Nicely edited by George Mulvey. Alan Gilligan is there for the banner. Left-handed, he clears it up into the centre of the field. Out comes the number 5, Joseph Dinan, down along the ground. Casey King sends a high dropping shot in towards the goals. Backs and forwards tussle for it in there. Shane O'Neill pulls on it. The danger still not averted. Anthony Mulcair gets it out a little bit. Clears it farther out the field. There is the number 8 for the banner, Alan Gilligan. No, it's his centre field partner, Declan Murray. Gets it out the centre, Casey King. King's holding across the centre. A high dropping shot in towards the goals. Goes by Ronan Sheedy. Cleared out by Kieran Walsh. Oh, a nice attacking shot there from the left half forward, Owen Sheedy, but it careered across the goals and wide. So still no score in the game. Shane O'Neill will take the puck out. The referee signals there to the left corner forward, John Batten, to come outside the 20-metre line for the puck out. And also to the full forward, David Ford, who was getting attention. Shane O'Neill pucks it out this side of the field, pucking into the breeze. Alan Gilligan, but he's fouled and there's a free to the banner. Just outside their own 45-metre line. The free will be taken by Alan Gilligan. Strikes it right-handed, shortish one, but it goes up towards his left half forward, Aidan Linnane. He's beaten by Joseph Dinan. Comes to Casey King. Nicely fixed by Declan Murray, then gets it up in his stick. Shot is half blocked down. Alan Gilligan is in there for the banner. He's beaten by Darrell King. Comes very close to the touchline. George Mulvey. Darrell King sends Ogonnelloe attacking. Out comes Kieran Walsh from his left corner position. He's beaten. The ball breaks into Barry Gibbons. Gibbons fails to get it up, but gets it across towards the goals at the second attempt. David Ford, but he's beaten. The ball comes out towards George Mulvey. Mulvey's shot is blocked down by Barry Gibbons. The two of them tussle for it. Mulvey gets it out a little bit. Alan Gilligan is back there helping out. Darrell King sends it down towards the corner. And it comes off Darrell King and it goes out over the sideline. It's a sideline cut to the banner. 5 minutes gone in the first half. Alan Gilligan will take the sideline cut. A poorish one. Only goes as far as Casey King. Gets it up in his stick. Gets round two of the banner players. Tried to get his shot in. Gets it in the centre. Goes by Darrell King. Out comes the fullback, but he's beaten. The ball goes into Barry Gibbons. This could be danger. Oh, and it careers across the face of the goals. That was really a let-off for the banner. As the ball broke into little Barry Gibbons, he fired it goalwards, but it went across the face of the goals to the left and wide. Ogonnelloe doing all the pressing in the early stages. They have yet to score though. They're playing with the aid of the breeze in this first half. Shane O'Neill pucks it out the far side of the field. Out there is Owen Sheedy. Alan Gilligan, he's had a very good opening 5 minutes of the game. Right-handed, he sends a long relieving clearance down towards the corner. Dirty Clogue. Stalemate in there. Backs and forwards tussle for it. The referee blows the whistle and awards a free out to Ogonnelloe on their own 20-metre line. Be taken by the fullback, Colin Kelly. Strikes it left-handed. Up towards the centre. Alan Gilligan is there again for the banner. Casey King in close attention. Gets his shot up towards the corner. Ronan Sheedy going back to help out for Ogonnelloe. Or for the banner. The banner attacking. Nicely cleared out by Colin Kelly. Up towards the centre of the field. Alan Gilligan is there once again. He's soloing through. 45 metres out. Sends a dangerous attacking shot in towards the goals. Colin Kelly. He's beaten to the ball. The banner still attacking. In towards the goals. Cleared out by Sean Wood. Out the far side of the field. Derek Logue sends it back in towards the goals. Sean Wood is there again. The banner still on the attack. Colin Kelly gets it out a little bit. Towards his left half-back partner, Brian McNamara. Over towards the far side of the field. Casey King going back to help out his defence. Ball falls away from him. In close attention is two of the banner players. The referee says he held on to the ball too long and he awards a free end to the banner. 30 metres out from the Ogonnelloe goals, but very close to the far touchline. Now I thought for a moment there that he was giving a free. I think it's a sideline cut. No, the free has been awarded. Alan Gilligan drops it over towards the goals. Comes out this side of the field. Derek Logue. But his shot is blocked down and goes over the end line and wide. So after 7 minutes of the first half, there is no score in the game. Kevin Burke with the puck out. Or no, it's Dermot Dinan, the goalkeeper. Pucks it very high, and the wind carries it. Comes out to his own 65. George Mulvey is there for the banner. In there tossing for it is Ronan Sheedy, the centre half back Alan Heher. He's also the captain of the side. Gets it up the centre. Joseph Dinan clears it back out for Ogonnelloe. Alan Heher is there again for the banner. Gets it up this side of the field. Pulled on by Aidan Linnane. Sends the banner attacking. Out comes Colin Kelly, the fullback. Very quick out to the ball. Simon McDonough is in there. Gets it up in his stick. Left-handed, he sends it in towards the goals. Oh, and a great goal! Oh, a great goal! As the ball dropped in, Derek Logue added to it and crashed it into the back of the net. And that was a great goal. As the high ball dropped in, he first timed it and rocketed it to the roof of the net. A very short puck out from Colin Kelly. Look at the centre half back, Conor Williams is there. Gets it up in his stick, solos out this side of the field. Declan Murray, the ball goes by him. Nicely flicked one side of him there by Leo Sheedy. Down this side of the field. George Mulvey keeps it in play. Alan Heher adds to it. Sends it up the centre. The other centre half back is there, Conor Williams. Out this side of the field. Sends it down to Ronan Sheedy. Sends Ogonnelloe attacking. Oh, this could be danger. Into Barry Gibbons. He first times it across the goals, but Sean Heaney is there and clears out the danger. Owen Sheedy. But the referee says Owen Sheedy has fouled Anthony Mulcair and there's a free out for the banner. Some lively hurling in the game now at this stage. It's just 10 minutes old. Alan Gilligan with the free. Goes past the centre of the field. Rory O'Connor leaves it behind him. Two of the banner players tossing for it in there. The centre half forward, Niall O'Halloran adds to it. Cleared out a little bit by Joseph Dinan. Conor Williams is also in there, but he's beaten by Niall O'Halloran. The referee blows the whistle and awards a free out to Ogonnelloe. Just on the 45-metre line, the fullback Colin Kelly will take the free. Strikes it left-handed. Drops down in the banner half-back line. Goes off Alan Gilligan. Nicely added to there by Owen Sheedy. Cross towards Ronan Sheedy. It won't come up for him. Sheedy still in possession. He's 40 metres out from the goals. A nice flick on there to Owen Sheedy. Sheedy's blasted low, but it goes across the goals to the right and wide. Ogonnelloe have set up some promising attacks, but they have ended up going over the end line and wide. Shane O'Neill with the puck out. Pucks it low against the breeze. George Mulvey, but he's beaten by Ronan Sheedy. Helping out there is Kieran Walsh for the banner. George Mulvey gets it out this side of the field. Pulled on first time there by Leo Sheedy. Sheedy sends it down towards the corner. Under it is Alan Heher. Ronan Sheedy gets possession, sends a high dropping shot in towards the goals, and that's a very good score from Ronan Sheedy. He seems to be a nice nifty wing forward. He dropped it in high and planted it straight between the poles, so that's Ogonnelloe's opening score. 1 goal for the banner, 1 point for Ogonnelloe. The puck out by Kevin Burke. Out this side of the field, coming very close to the touchline. Declan Murray. George Mulvey sends the banner attacking. Niall O'Halloran gets by Conor Williams. First times it along the ground. In towards Simon McDonough. Gets it up in his stick, trying to get around Colin Kelly. Kelly blocks down the shot. It comes in towards Sean Logue, or Derek Logue. Cleared back out. Joseph Dinan adds to it. Back up towards the centre. Casey King. And Alan Gilligan tussle for it. King wins it. Sends it down towards Owen Sheedy. Adds to it along the ground. Anthony Mulcair is there for the banner. Gets it to Alan Gilligan, puts it up in his stick and goes round Casey King, soloing up the far side of the field. Right-handed, he sends it in towards the goal. Simon McDonough, it breaks to Derek Logue, but it's flicked out there by Desmond Perry. Out the far side of the field. Connor Williams gets it up in his stick, plays it out the far side. Alan Gilligan is there for the banner, gets round 2 tackles and passes it in there to Rory O'Connor. O'Connor a bit slow to get it up. Cleared back out by Brian McNamara. Comes as far as Casey King. Up the centre. Declan Murray sends it across this side. Tracing after there is Leo Sheedy. Nicely jabs it up, but he's fouled by Niall O'Halloran. Does a free to Ogonnelloe. 13.5 minutes gone in the first half. 2 points separating the sides. Connor Williams coming out from his centre half back position to take the free. As he stands over it and strikes it right-handed. Declan Murray goes highest for it, bats it down. Only to Leo Sheedy, flicks it by Murray. George Mulvey is tossing for it in there. Flicked behind him by Ronan Sheedy. Sheedy gets it up in his stick. He's fouled there by Alan Hare, a free in to Ogonnelloe. 40 metres from the goals. To the right-hand side. The free taker will be left half forward, Owen Sheedy. 3 Sheedy players on the team, but I've yet to see an Ogonnelloe side go out in any grade without a Sheedy on it. Sheedy strikes it straight and true and strikes it over the bar. So now there's only 1 point separating them. 1 goal for the banner, 2 points for Ogonnelloe. Kevin Burke to take the puck out. Ogonnelloe playing with the breeze in the first half. It's not a very strong breeze. The puck out up the far side of the field. Casey King gets round Alan Hare. He's heading goalwards. This could be danger here for the banner if he can get room to swing his stick. And that's the equaliser. A point by number 8, Casey King, as he soloed through the centre and sent it over the bar. 1 goal for the banner, 3 points for Ogonnelloe. Kevin Burke with the puck out. Pucks it out this side of the field. Ronan Sheedy is under it. George Mulvey is also there for the banner. Gets it out to Declan Murray. He's beaten by Leo Sheedy. Shot is blocked down by Alan Hare. Gets it out this side of the field. The referee blows the whistle and he has penalised Declan Murray. And it's a free into Ogonnelloe. The free taker once again will be Owen Sheedy. The last one, he nicely jabbed it up and planted it between the posts. Will he have the range from here? He's 50 metres from the goals. Strikes it left-handed. It won't go as far as the goals. Batted out by Alan Hare. Only comes to Ronan Sheedy. Sheedy has fouled, a free in for Ogonnelloe. Owen Sheedy going in to take the free again. And he certainly will have the distance from this one. He's on the 20-metre line. As he looks goalwards, stands over the ball. Jabs it up and straight and true and strikes it over the bar. Sheedy's 2nd point to the game, and now Ogonnelloe go into a 1-point lead. 16 minutes gone in this first half. Kevin Burke with the puck out. This time he likes to puck it out the far side. Batted down by Owen Sheedy, but the referee says he has fouled Alan Gilligan and he awards a free to the banner. Just outside their own 45. The free will be taken by Alan Gilligan. Seemed to fall away from him, but he gets his shot in. Anthony Mulcair, beaten by Owen Sheedy. The student still tossing for it in there. Mulcair kicks it up a little bit. As far as Rory O'Connor, sends it up the far side of the field. Niall O'Halloran gets by 2 Ogonnelloe players. First times it along the ground. In towards Derek Logue. Logue pulls on it first time. Also in there is Simon McDonough. 4 players tussling for it. Cleared out a little bit. Comes to Niall O'Halloran. Trying to get his shot in towards the goals. Colin Kelly, the fullback. He's small in stature for a fullback, but he's playing very well in there for Ogonnelloe. Also in there is Desmond Perry. The ball breaks to Simon McDonough. Trying to get his shot in. Close attention was Colin Kelly. The centre half-back, Connor Williams, gets it up in his stick. Comes out the centre. Shot is half blocked down, but it goes as far as Casey King. King back helping out his defence. A good relieving clearance from King, straight down the centre, since Ogonnelloe attacking. Nicely added to there by Barry Gibbons. And Ogonnelloe doing some very nice first time hurling. Cleared out this side by Kieran Walsh. Gets it out farther at the second attempt. Darrell King and Alan Hare. King wins it along the ground. Ronan Sheedy is in there, so is George Mulvey for the banner. Mulvey wins it, sends it across the centre. Only to Leo Sheedy. Sheedy sends it back towards Ronan Sheedy. George Mulvey is there for the banner. The two of them tussling for it, and these two are having a good duel here at this side of the field. Ball breaks out to Alan Gilligan, gets it up in his stick, soloing up this side. As Joseph Dinan comes out to it, he gets the pass up to Aidan Linnane. Linnane sends it in high. Out comes Colin Kelly, read it very well, but then he leaves it behind him. Niall O'Halloran, this could be dangerous. Colin Kelly is out of possession. Ball goes in towards the goals. Desmond Perry is in there, gets it out a little bit. Backs and forwards tussle for it in there, 20 metres from the goal. Simon McDonough pulls in it. Ball breaks to Rory O'Connor. O'Connor strikes it high, and the sides are level. 1 goal and 1 point for the banner, 4 points for Ogonnelloe. 19 minutes gone in the first half. Dermot Dinan with the puck out, aided by the breeze. Pucks it up the centre. Declan Murray goes for it. Flicks it by Leo Sheedy. Murray still in possession. Gets it along the ground. Out comes Conor Williams. Gets it up in his stick. This fella loves to solo with the ball, but he leaves it behind him this time. Declan Murray. Joseph Dinan is there for Ogonnelloe. A good ground clearance up the centre. Ogonnelloe on the attack. Flicked on there by John Barton. Or no, it was the full forward David Ford. This could be danger. As Ronan Sheedy's careering goalwards, he's still going to. The referee has blown the whistle, and he awards a free into Ogonnelloe as Ronan Sheedy cut through the defence. He was fouled as he was going to, and there's a free in for Ogonnelloe. I wonder, will it be an ordinary 20-metre free, or will it be a penalty? Dead straight in front of the goals. Owen Sheedy will be the free taker. Sheedy strikes it high and strikes it over the bar. His third point of the game. And that's putting Ogonnelloe back into the lead. They lead by 1 point. 5 points for Ogonnelloe. 1 goal and 1 for the banner. Just 10 minutes to go to half time. Kevin Burke with the puck out. Pucks it out the far side of the field. Owen Sheedy is under it. So is Alan Gilligan. Gilligan wins possession. Solo is up the far side. He's in the centre of the field. Now he's 60 metres out. He's 50 metres from the Ogonnelloe goals. Strikes it right-handed in towards the goals. Simon McDonough comes out. Derek Logue flicks it on. The goalkeeper on the right corner back there kind of nearly messed it up between them, but Sean Wood gets it out this side. Joseph Dinan kicks it along before him. Sent back in there by Aidan Linnane. Derek Logue pulls on it. Colin Kelly is in there for Ogonnelloe. Gets it out the far side. Brian McNamara tussling for it. The ball breaks across the centre to Niall O'Halloran for the banner. Sends a dangerous shot in towards the goals. Sean Wood misread it. It went off his stick, but it went over the end line. Derek Logue first time did, and went out over the end line and wide. So 5 points for Ogonnelloe. 1 goal and 1 for the banner. Colin Kelly with the puck out. A good puck out. Darrell King gets it up in his stick. Gets round the tackle there of Anthony Mulcair. Solos down the far side. Sends it to Owen Sheedy. Sheedy left-handed, in towards the goals. Out comes the fullback, Shane O'Neill. But he's beaten by David Ford. Ford strikes it left-handed, in towards the goals. And out comes the goalkeeper. There's still danger not averted. It's a goal! It's a goal! A goal for Ogonnelloe. As the ball came across the square, it was the right half forward, Ronan Sheedy, and he jabbed it into the roof of the net. So now Ogonnelloe lead by 4 points. 1 goal and 5 to 1 goal and 1. The banner backs there and the goalkeeper were a bit slow to get the ball out, and it was really punished and flicked into the roof of the net. I thought it was Ronan Sheedy, but I think it was the number 12, Owen Sheedy. The puck out up the far side of the field. Owen Sheedy gets it into Darrell King. First times it along the ground. Out comes Sean Heaney. Shane O'Neill, the fullback, gets it out another little bit. It comes to Casey King. Casey King gets it to Darrell King, his brother. In towards Ronan Sheedy. First timed in there along the ground by David Ford. Out comes the goalkeeper, but he watches it. It goes out over the end line and wide. So the score remains Ogonnelloe 1 goal and 5. The Banner 1 goal and 1. I'm not sure who finished off that one to the net. I thought it was one of the Sheedies. But also there's another fellow, small Barry Gibbons, with the green helmet, and he may have been the one that got the finishing touch to it. The referee blows the whistle. And I think he's going to throw in the ball, or is he awarding a free to... No, he's awarding a free to the Banner. He signals there to Owen Sheedy that he was holding. The free out will be taken by Alan Gilligan, coming back from midfield. It's gone straight out over the sideline. It's a line ball for Ogonnelloe. .23.5 minutes gone in the first half. The sideline cut will be taken by Leo Sheedy. Cuts it down the far side of the field. Alan Heher goes out for it. Sells the dummy to Darrell King and clears it back up towards the centre of the field. Anthony Mulcair is there, but he's beaten by Owen Sheedy. Very close to that far touchline. Alan Heher, but it's gone out over the sideline. It's a sideline ball to Ogonnelloe. About 40 metres from the goals. Owen Sheedy will be the taker of the sideline cut. Ogonnelloe lead by 4 points. Owen Sheedy with the cut. The referee was not happy with it, as Owen Sheedy had picked out the unmarked Leo Sheedy in the centre of the field, but the referee wasn't happy at where the players were standing. So Owen Sheedy will have to take the sideline cut again. This time he cuts it down towards the corner. Anthony Mulcair is there, gets it up towards Alan Gilligan. Gilligan gets it up in his stick and goes round Owen Sheedy, soloing up the field. Right-handed, he sends it down towards the corner. Out goes Desmond Perry. Also in there for the Banner is Alan Wren. Connor Williams, the centre half-back, but the referee blows the whistle and he awards a free into the Banner. Free into the Banner on the 20-metre line, very close to the far touchline. Just 5 minutes to go to half-time. The Banner trail by 4 points. Declan Murray will take the free. He's 10 metres in from that far sideline. He stands over the ball and strikes it left-handed in towards the goals. It goes across the face of the goals to the left and wide. So the score remains Ogonnelloe 1 goal and 5. The Banner 1 goal and 1. Dermot Dinan with the puck out. Pucks it very high. Drops down in his own 65. One in the air by Alan Heher. Joseph Dinan comes out and first times it. Edited by Leo Sheedy. George Mulvey comes out there from his left half-back position. Darrell King, but he's beaten by Alan Heher. Up the centre, Casey King and Owen Sheedy. Casey gets it up in his stick. Right-handed strikes it down this side of the field. Batted down by Alan Heher. Heher gets it along the ground, up this side. Joseph Dinan is there for Ogonnelloe. Strikes it out very close to the sideline. It's gone over the sideline. It's a sideline ball to the Banner. Dead in the centre of the field. None of the Banner players in any hurry to take the sideline cut as they look from one to the other and say who'll strike it. But Declan Murray was going to take it. A good cut from Murray. But the ball goes out over the sideline. It came off the stick there of Owen Sheedy, so it's another sideline cut to the Banner. This one is closer to the goals, just outside the 45-metre line. Alan Gilligan. A poorish one from Gilligan. Only goes as far as Casey King. His shot is blocked down by Declan Murray. Edited there by Aidan Linnane. Up towards the corner. Nicely cut across the centre. Colin Kelly and Simon McDonough. This could be danger, but it's cleared out by the left half-back, Brian McNamara. Niall O'Halloran. He's beaten by Colin Kelly. Kelly first times it out this side of the field. Leo Sheedy is there for Ogonnelloe. Back in his own backline, helping out the defence. Right-handed, he clears it out this side of the field. Darrell King beats Alan Heher, then puts it up in his stick. Heher flicks it away from him, but King is still tussling for it. Has possession, shot is half blocked down. George Mulvey and Owen Sheedy. Also in there is Ronan Sheedy. Anthony Mulcair, beaten by Owen Sheedy. George Mulvey for the banner. He's hooked as he tries to get his clearance in by Ronan Sheedy. Alan Heher, but he's beaten in turn by Owen Sheedy. Gets it up in his stick, sends it down towards the goals. Barry Gibbons, and there's an unmarked Ogonnelloe player, but Gibbons first times it in towards the goals. It's saved in there by Kevin Burke. Clears it out this side of the field. Nice interception by Ronan Sheedy, and this is a lively little player. Ogo's nicely sidestepped 2 tackles. He's still heading goalwards. Hand passes it in. Well saved. Well saved. The danger still not averted. It's in the back of the net. It's a goal. A goal for Ogonnelloe. A goal for Ogonnelloe. I think it was Leo Sheedy who finished it to the net. Or no, it was Ronan Sheedy. I credit him with the first goal earlier on, but he has certainly got this one. A free into Ogonnelloe. 2 goals and 5 for Ogonnelloe. 1 goal and 1 for the banner. Remember, the banner beat Ogonnelloe in the final last year. Are Ogonnelloe going to make amends? There's just a minute and a half to go to half time. Owen Sheedy with the free. Sheedy strikes it goalwards. Strikes it straight and true over the bar. That's his 4th point of the game. And now Ogonnelloe go into a commanding lead. They lead 2 goals and 6 to 1 goal and 1. The puck out by Kevin Burke. Up the far side of the field. Owen Sheedy is there for Ogonnelloe. In close attention is Anthony Mulcair. Mulcair wins it. Also helping out is Alan Gilligan, but he's beaten by Casey King. Down towards the far touchline. Alan Heher, the captain of the banner team. Strikes it left-handed, back up into the centre of the field. Sent over across the centre. Conor Williams and Nyla Holland, the two of them tussle for it. They're 2 strong players for under 14. As the two of them tussle for it, the referee blows the whistle. He's having a word with the 2 of them, and he's going to throw in the ball. Conor Williams and Nyla Holland. O'Halloran wins it. First time there by Alan Wren. Cleared back out for Ogonnelloe. Leo Sheedy gains possession. Sends it down towards the goals. Down towards David Ford. He has possession. He gets around Shane O'Neill. He's heading goalwards. Strikes it right-handed. Oh, and a good save in there by Kevin Burke. The danger still not cleared. It comes to Ronan Sheedy. Sheedy strikes it in goalwards again. It's saved. Cleared out a little bit. But the referee blows the whistle. The ball ended up in the back of the net. But I think the referee had blown the whistle. Yes, the referee signals that it's a free out to the banner. He had blown the whistle before the ball ended up in the net. So a free out to the banner will be taken by Kevin Burke. Strikes it out this side of the field. Alan Heher and Darrell King go for it. Heher wins possession. Left-handed sends it up this side of the field. 45 metres out from the Ogonnelloe goals. Edited by Nyla Hollarden. Sean Wood is there for Ogonnelloe. Gets it out the centre. Joseph Dinan. Beaten by Nyla Hollarden. The ball comes to Alan Wren. Wren strikes it left-handed towards the goals, but to the left and wide. So the score remains Ogonnelloe 2 goals and 6 points. The banner 1 goal and 1. And we're gone over the 30 minutes. And the referee, Johnny Hayes, has his hand up in the centre of the field. And he signals that the time is up. And as the sides go in at half-time, Ogonnelloe lead 2 goals and 6 to 1 goal and 1. And the Ogonnelloe mentors will be very happy with that first half performance. Both sides are out for the second half. There's one change on the banner side. Glenn Brody is coming into the team and he's playing at centre half back. And has Alan Heher gone off the side? He was the captain of the team. I'm not sure whether he has gone off. No, he's gone to the left half back position. And I think it's George Mulvey who has gone off the side. The second half is underway. Ogonnelloe playing against the breeze, but they have an 8-point advantage. Declan Murray sends it down the centre. Nicely cleared out by Joseph Dinan. Casey King is there for Ogonnelloe. Gets it up in his sticks, solos across the centre. Sends Ogonnelloe attacking in towards the goals. David Ford is in there. He's beaten by Shane O'Neill. Cleared out the far side. Shane O'Neill is still after it. First times it along the ground. A good ground clearance up into the centre of the field. Nicely added to there by Aidan Lennon. Comes towards Niall Halloran. Some nice ground hurling from the banner. Colin Kelly, the fullback for Ogonnelloe, clears it out the far side. Aidan Lennon. Rory O'Connor gets possession. Strikes it in towards the goal. Simon McDonough has possession. Strikes it left-handed. A dangerous stopping shot, but the referee has penalised Alan Wren, the left corner forward. He said he was in the square before the ball arrived, so there's a free out to Ogonnelloe. Just 2 minutes gone in the second half. As yet there is no score. 2 goals and 6 for Ogonnelloe. 1 goal and 1 for the banner. The free out will be taken by Colin Kelly. He strikes it up the centre. Nicely held there by Alan Gilligan, cutting through the middle, sends a good ground shot in, but Colin Kelly is there for Ogonnelloe. Clears it back up the centre, 40 metres from his own goals. Leo Sheedy sends it up towards Darrell King, flicks it out this side. Added to there for the banner by Anthony Mulcair. Down the wing, flicked in by Alan Wren. Derek Logue is also in there. Wren sends it back in again, but the centre half back Conor Williams is there. He's fouled as he comes out with the ball. A free out to Ogonnelloe. Free out to Ogonnelloe on the 20-metre line. Colin Kelly. Left-handed, he strikes it up the centre. Alan Gilligan, and it's certainly not his fault that the banner are behind at this stage. Strikes a dangerous dropping shot in towards the goals, but it goes over the end line and wide. So the score remains 2 goals and 6 for Ogonnelloe, 1 goal and 1 for the banner. Dermot Dinan with the puck out. The banner playing with the breeze in the second half, but they trail by 8 points. Pucks it up the centre. Darrell King pulls on it first time. Declan Murray is there for the banner, dead in the centre of the field. Flicked away from him by Darrell King. Pulled on by Alan Heher. Casey King sends it up the far side. Out comes the full forward David Ford. Also in there is Ronan Sheedy. Gets it towards Owen Sheedy. Close attention there is Shane O'Neill. Sheedy is still tussling for it. Gets it by Shane O'Neill, but O'Neill first times it out this side of the field. John Barton pulls on it, sends it across the centre. Anthony Mulcair is there for the banner. He's beaten by Leo Sheedy. Sheedy sends it in towards the goals, but the centre half back, who is now playing at left half, Alan Heher, clears it back up into the centre of the field. Rory O'Connor first times it in the centre. Out comes Colin Kelly. A good ground clearance from Kelly. Back up into the centre of the field. Declan Murray strikes it very high. Left-handed in towards the goals. A dangerous dropping shot, and it drops in the roof of the net and gone over the bar. A nice point there from far out by Declan Murray. So 2 goals and 6 to 1 goal and 2. The puck out will be taken by Dermot Dinan. No, he leaves it to Colin Kelly. Kelly pucks it up the centre. A good puck out against the breeze. Alan Gilligan. The banner coming more into the game at midfield. Gilligan strikes it high. Drops down in the 20-metre line. The sun is in the eyes of the players. Breaks out this side. Sent back in towards the goals by Simon McDonough. The goalkeeper flicks it out. Dermot Dinan. The danger still not averted. Goes off the right cornerback. Sean Wood out for a 65. 65 for the banner. They're raided by whatever breeze is there in the second half, and they're putting on the pressure. They trail by 7 points. Declan Murray will take the 65. Slightly to the left of the post. Murray strikes it in towards the goals, dropped down on the 20-metre line, cut out by Colin Kelly. Comes to Simon McDonough, trying to sell the dummy to Colin Kelly, and he doesn't succeed. Kelly gets it up this side of the field. Owen Sheedy back helping out his defence, but he's beaten by Anthony Mulcair. Simon McDonough first times it. Colin Kelly half blocks down the shot. Also in there is is Brian McNamara. McNamara pulls on it along the ground, goes as far as Simon McDonough. Close attention is Colin Kelly, gets it in towards the goals. One in the air there by Joseph Dinan. Breaks to Alan Wren. Wren first times it. Aidan Denane pulls on it. Denane sends it in towards the goals. Dermot Dinan, the goalkeeper, flicks it out the far side. Rory O'Connor is there for the banner. Sends it back in towards the goals. Pulled on first time by Sean Wood. Out the far side. Alan Gilligan. Alan Gilligan is fouled by Casey King. A free end to the banner. A free to the banner on the 20-metre line. But the angle is very tight. Alan Gilligan will take the free. Gilligan strikes it goalwards, but it goes across the face of the goals to the right and wide. So the score still remains Ogonnelloe 2 goals and 6 points. The banner 1 goal and 2. 7 minutes gone in the second half. The banner doing a lot of pressing, but all they have to show for it is 1 point. Dermot Dinan with the puck out. One in the air there by Declan Murray. Murray gets it into his hand. Owen Sheedy in close attention. The referee penalises Declan Murray for holding on to the ball too long. So there's a free out to Ogonnelloe. Free out to Ogonnelloe just outside the 45-metre line. And Colin Kelly coming out from his full-back position to take the free. Drops down in the banner 65. Casey King, he's beaten by Flann Brodie. Owen Sheedy for Ogonnelloe. A high dropping shot in towards the goals. John Barton is in there for Ogonnelloe. Backs and forwards tussle for it. Shane O'Neill. The ball ends up in the back of the net. It's in the net, but the referee has blown the whistle. He has blown the whistle and he awards a free out to the banner. And that's the second time that the ball ended up in the back of the net, in the banner net. But on both occasions it was disallowed. So it's still 2 goals and 6 to 1 goal and 2. Kevin Burke with the free. Pucks it out the far side of the field. Casey King is under it. Shot is half blocked down by Flann Brodie. Leo Sheedy is also in there. Breaks across this side to Owen Sheedy. 40 metres from the goals. Strikes it left-handed. In towards the goals. Cut out by the goalkeeper Kevin Burke. Ball breaks to John Barton. Nicely gets around the fullback Shane O'Neill. Heading goalwards. Strikes it low. It's saved. But it's in the net. It's in the net. It's a goal for Ogonnelloe. Barry Gibbons again, the number 13. Comes out for the goal and waves his hand in delight as he sends that one into the net. So now that's really putting Ogonnelloe into a commanding lead. 3 goals and 6 to 1 goal and 2. Kevin Burke with the puck out. Up the far side. Added to there by Aidan Lennon. Simon McDonough seems to be playing now on the half-forward line, and Colin Kelly has come out to police him. Simon McDonough gets his shot in. Aidan Lennon runs onto the loose ball. Gets it over towards the goals. Cut out a little bit by Conor Williams. Williams still in possession. Gets by 2 tackles. Gets his clearance up the far side. Goes to Leo Sheedy. Puts it up in his stick. Shot is blocked down by Declan Murray. Ball breaks across towards the centre. Murray adds to it. Owen Sheedy is there for Ogonnelloe. Gets it up in his stick. Gets a shot up the centre. Darrell King. It won't come up for him. Out comes the centre half back. Alan Heher. Flicks it across to no one in particular. Darrell King flicks it away from him. Ronan Sheedy sends Ogonnelloe attacking. Under the dropping ball is Flann Brodie. Added to by Anthony Mulcair out this side of the field. Mulcair again. Gets it up into the centre. And Mulcair flicks it by Leo Sheedy. Simon McDonough pulls on it. And there's also a little dog on the field at this stage. But the referee blows the whistle and he awards a free into the banner. As the dog comes off towards the sideline. But then I think he's changing his mind. The little dog wants to be where the action is. So the free in will be taken by Declan Murray on the 45-metre line, 10 metres in from this sideline. Murray strikes it very high, drops over towards the far side. Pulled on there by Rory O'Connor, comes across the face of the goal. Simon McDonough is also in there. Casey King is back helping out for Ogonnelloe. Flicks it out the far side. Rory O'Connor gets possession. Shot is half blocked down. First timed out there by Sean Wood. Only comes as far as Simon McDonough. Sends it in towards the goals and sends it over the bar. A nice point by Simon McDonough. It's narrowing the gap, but it's still a very wide gap. 3 goals and 6 points for Ogonnelloe. 1 goal and 3 for the banner. Colin Kelly with the puck out. This one is a bit short. But luckily Brian McNamara is there. Gets it up past his own 65. Alan Heher, very close to the sideline. It's gone over the line. It's a line ball for Ogonnelloe. Just inside the 45-metre line. Colin Kelly will take the sideline cut. And he seems to have got instructions to take all sideline cuts and frees anywhere in the back line. Blocked down by Owen Sheedy, then first times it. Leo Sheedy adds to it, up the centre. Flann Brody, but Flann Brody is foul and there's a free to the banner. Dead in the centre of the field. Shane O'Neill is going to take it. There's a switch on the banner side. Flann Brody, who came into the action at half-time, is now gone to full-back. And Shane O'Neill to centre half. O'Neill sends the free down this side of the field. Simon McDonough gets possession. Sends Colin Kelly the wrong way and left-handed he sends it in towards the goals. Oh, it's pulled on there first time. And it's gone over the bar. It's a point for the banner. A nice first-time shot and it went over the bar. So it's 3 goals and 6 to 1 goal and 4. I think it was the left corner forward, Alan Wren, who finished it off. The puck out drops down to Simon McDonough. Colin Kelly pulls on it. Owen Sheedy is also helping out his defence. Simon McDonough flicks it by Colin Kelly. First timed along the ground by Alan Wren. Out comes Sean Wood, but he's fouled as he comes out and there's a free out to Ogonnelloe. Free out to Ogonnelloe. The free out will be taken by Conor Williams. Simon McDonough is there under it, but his shot is blocked down by Colin Kelly. McDonough gets possession at the second attempt. Sends it into centre to Alan Gilligan. Gilligan sends Casey King the wrong way and strikes at right-handers and strikes it straight between the posts. A nice point by the number 8, Alan Gilligan. So now the banner beginning to pick off the scores, but they still trail 3 goals and 6 points to 1 goal and 5. Dermot Dyna with the puck out. 14 minutes gone in the second half. Well held in the air by Declan Murray and strikes it left-handed back and strikes it straight between the posts. A nice point by Declan Murray and he's coming very much into the game at midfield. The puck out by Dermot Dynan. Now there's just 2 goals separating them. Nicely added to there by Joseph Dynan. Goes up to Ronan Sheedy. Sheedy flicks it by Shane O'Neill. Darryl King is also in there. But Shane O'Neill wins it for the banner. Plays it 50 metres out from his own goals. Leo Sheedy sends it up towards the corner. Going out for his Barry Gibbons. Gibbons flicks it out to Ronan Sheedy. Sheedy's heading goalwards. Hand passes it to Owen Sheedy. Pulls in it first time. Anthony Mulcair is there for the banner. The ball breaks back out to Ronan Sheedy. Strikes it in towards the goals, but nicely collected there by the goalkeeper, Kevin Burke. Plays it out the far side of the field. Very close to the touchline. Casey King is there for Ogonnelloe. Shot is half blocked down. Breaks across the centre. Cut out by Shane O'Neill. Comes to Declan Murray. He leaves it behind him. Casey King gets possession and he's fouled by Declan Murray. A free into Ogonnelloe. Dead on the 45-metre line, slightly to the right of the post. And the left half forward, Owen Sheedy, was very quick to gain the couple of metres as the referee turned his back. He strikes it goalwards, but strikes it to the right and wide. So the sides remain 3 goals and 6 for Ogonnelloe, 1 goal and 6 for the banner. The puck out by Kevin Burke. Declan Murray, the sun in his eyes. The ball breaks to Owen Sheedy. Left-handed, he strikes it down towards the goals. Drops on the 14-metre line. Barry Gibbons. But he strikes it to the left and wide. Still 2 clear goals separating them as the sun really breaks out. He's really beaming down now here in Cusick Park. Alan Gilligan. Left-handed, strikes it across the centre. Out comes Conor Williams. Simon McDonough is also in there. First time by Alan Wren. Niall O'Halloran, he's going through, but he's fouled as he goes through, as he kicked the ball along before him, and there's a free end to the banner. 35 metres out from the goals. Declan Murray. Now Declan Murray, he leads the free to his centre field partner Alan Gilligan. Gilligan strikes at goalwards, narrowing the gap and strikes it over the bar. That's Gilligan's second point of the game. And now the banner really beginning to pick off the scores. 3 goals and 6 to 1 goal and 7. The puck out comes out this side of the field. Owen Sheedy, beaten by Declan Murray, and he's had a very good second half. Murray runs into Darrell King, flicks it into Simon McDonough. McDonough strikes at goalwards. Conor Williams comes out for it. Flicked in towards the goals. Oh, and this is danger here. It's in the net. It's in the net. It's a goal. A goal by Rory O'Connor, the number 10. As the ball came across, he flicked it into the net. And now that's really bringing the banner back into the game. There's only 2 points separating them. 3 goals and 6 for Ogonnelloe. 1 goal and 7 for the banner. The puck out drops to Conor Williams. Strikes it up the far side of the field. Alan Heher is there for the banner. Nice sidestep by Ronan Sheedy. Flicks it across to Darrell King. King strikes it in towards the goals. Drops down on the 20-metre line. Cut out by Kieran Walsh. In close attention is Barry Gibbons. Walsh still in possession. Only goes as far as Ronan Sheedy. Sheedy gets by 2 tackles as he heads goalwards. But then the ball falls away from him. Shane O'Neill. Added to by Anthony Mulcair. Up the far side of the field, the referee blows the whistle and he penalises Casey King and awards a free out to the banner. Casey King not as much in the game as he was in the first half. Alan Gilligan with the free. Pucks it up the centre. Casey King is first onto the loose ball. Close attention is Simon McDonough, and McDonough has done a lot of damage since he came out in the half forward line. Flick down to Alan Wren. Brian McNamara is in there. So is Owen Sheedy. Owen Sheedy strikes it left-handed up the side of the field. Flann Brodie kicks it out towards the sideline. Out over the line, a line ball for Ogonnelloe. The sideline cut will be taken by Leo Sheedy. 19 minutes gone in the second half. Just 2 points separating them. Sheedy with the sideline cut. Up towards the corner. Flann Brodie pulls on it first time, but straight out over the sideline. Another sideline cut to Ogonnelloe. The sideline cut will be taken by Leo Sheedy. 30 metres from the goals. Cuts it across the centre to the unmarked Casey King. King strikes at goalwards and strikes it over the bar. And now there's a goal again between the sides. 3 goals and 7 to 2 goals and 7. 10 minutes left in the game. And we should be in for a storming last 10 minutes. Dermot Dinan with the puck out. Or no, Kevin Burke with the puck out. Pucks it up the far side of the field. Under it is Ronan Sheedy. Gains possession for Ogonnelloe. He's 30 metres out from the goals. The ball is flicked away from him. Alan Heher gets possession for the banner. But in turn his shot is blocked down by Ronan Sheedy. But the referee penalises Sheedy and awards a free out to the banner. Free out to the banner. 30 metres from their own goals. 15 metres in from that far sideline. The free out will be taken by Alan Heher. Oh, he completely failed to get it up, but it clears it out along the ground towards Ronan Sheedy. Shane O'Neill is also there for the banner. Sheedy falls to the ground. as Shane O'Neill clears it back 40 metres from his own goals. Simon McDonough and Colin Kelly. The referee penalises Simon McDonough and he awards a free to Ogonnelloe. Halfway between the 45 and 65 metre line, very close to that far touch line. The free taker will be Owen Sheedy. A good free from Sheedy, drops it in towards the goals. Out comes the goalkeeper Kevin Burke, safely collects it and returns it out to the far side of the field. Declan Murray misjudged it. Owen Sheedy flicks it on to Ronan Sheedy. Sheedy falls to the ground. The intended hand pass is half blocked down. It comes to Darrell King. Can't get room to swing his stick. Cut out by Anthony Mulcair. Shot is blocked down by Casey King. It breaks to Owen Sheedy. Sheedy sends it in the centre. Flann Brody is in there, so is Shane O'Neill. It's O'Neill who comes out with the ball. In close attention there is the full forward David Ford. Ford fouls him and there's a free out to the Banner. 30 metres in from the goals. The free out will be taken by Shane O'Neill. 22 and a half minutes gone in the second half. Ogonnelloe lead by 3 points. Shane O'Neill with the free. Hooks it high, drops it into the centre of the field. Connor Williams is under it. Then he beats Declan Murray, gets it up in his stick. Solos round Anthony Mulcair, cutting in the centre. He's 45 metres out from the goals, trying to get room to swing his stick. Drops it down on the 20 metre line. Barry Gibbons in possession. And it's a goal for Ogonnelloe. Barry Gibbons again, the real hero of the Ogonnelloe side, and that's his third goal of the game. And he's a very nippy little corner forward. And he has accounted for 3 goals for Ogonnelloe. So now it's 4 goals and 7 to 2 goals and 7. The puck out drops out this side of the field. Anthony Mulcair, he's beaten by Darrell King. It comes to David Ford, cutting across the centre. Strikes it right-handed in towards the goals. The goalkeeper bats it out. Barry Gibbons again, strikes it goalwards. It comes off one of the Banner players. It's gone out for a 65. 4 goals and 7 for Ogonnelloe. 2 goals and 7 for the Banner. 2 clear goals again between the sides. Ogonnelloe led by 8 points at half-time, but the Banner brought it down to 2 points. But now there's again 6 points separating them. Just 7 minutes left in the game. Casey King with the 65. Drops down on the 20 metre line. Goes by Alan Heher. Barry Gibbons is in there. Pulled on first time. David Ford. Barry Gibbons is in there again. But it's cleared out the far side. Kieran Walsh gets it up towards Alan Gilligan. And he has covered every inch of the field for the Banner. Strikes it left-handed. Up towards the centre of the field. Joseph Dinan is there for Ogonnelloe. Strikes it in the centre. Declan Murray. Murray is beaten by Casey King. Sends it to Owen Sheedy. Beaten by Declan Murray. Murray jabs it up in his stick. Solos over towards the far side. Sends the Banner attacking down towards the goals. 30 metres out from the Ogonnelloe goals. Pulled on first time by Niall O'Halloran. Edited by Jerry Clough. But it goes across the goals and goes wide. So the score still remains. Ogonnelloe 4 goals and 7 points. The Banner 2 goals and 7. Just 5.5 minutes left in the game. Colin Kelly with the puck out. The Banner on the attack again. Sean Wood clears it out. Only goes as far as Rory O'Connor. Can't get his shot in. Cut out by Joseph Dinan. Comes to Owen Sheedy. Owen Sheedy strikes it left-handed, and he's had a very good game for Ogonnelloe. Strikes it up to Leo Sheedy. Sheedy trying to get room to swing his stick. Right-handed, he sends Ogonnelloe attacking. 40 metres out from the goals. David Ford. But David Ford is fouled, and there's a free end to Ogonnelloe. And the Ogonnelloe mentors getting very excited indeed. They sense victory at this stage. Remember, these two sides met in the final last year, and on that occasion the Banner were victorious. The free in will be taken by Owen Sheedy. But Sheedy strikes it to the right and wide, and that was a let-off for the Banner. There's just 2 goals separating them, but 2 goals in an under-14 final can be wiped out in a matter of seconds. Ogonnelloe, I think, have reverted to the original lineup with Colin Kelly gone to full back and Conor Williams gone to centre half, and that's had a settling effect on them in the last 5 minutes. The puck out by Kevin Burke. Drops it into the centre of the field. Alan Gilligan in front to Casey King. He's 50 metres out from the goals. He's 40 metres out. Strikes it right-handed in towards the goal. Simon McDonough comes out for it. Cut out by Conor Williams. Brian McNamara is there for Ogonnelloe. Gets it out to Casey King. Back in his own half-back line. Gets round Declan Murray. Strikes it up the centre. Cut out by Alan Heher. Added by Anthony Mulcair. Declan Murray in the centre of the field. Struck down the far side. Out very close to the touchline. Aidan Lennon is there for the banner. First times it along the ground. Conor Williams gains possession, but then the ball falls away from him. 4 players tussling for it. Cut across the centre. Out comes Colin Kelly, the fullback. Nicely controls it. And flicks it out to Owen Sheedy. Sheedy really storming into the game at this stage. Out this side of the field. Anthony Mulcair goes for it. First times it along the ground. Very close to this touchline. The ball still in play. Alan Gilligan strikes it right-handed down towards the corner. Out comes Simon McDonough. Brian McNamara is also in there. Derek Logue. Then Derek Logue falls to the ground. Brian McNamara cut out by Colin Kelly. Out the centre. Declan Murray pulls in it first time. A great shot from Declan Murray. A great shot from Murray. He was 40 metres from the goals. First time did and struck it straight between the posts. So it's 4 goals and 7 to 2 goals and 8. There's another sub coming on the banner team. It's number 20. It's Enda Maloney. The puck out the far side of the field. Owen Sheedy is there for Ogonnelloe. Gets it to Casey King. King's shot is half blocked down, but Sheedy is there to help out again. Gets it towards Casey King. Casey King is fouled by Declan Murray, and there's a free to Ogonnelloe on their own 65. Casey King with the free. Just 2.5 minutes left in the game. Ogonnelloe lead by 5 points. King strikes it right-handed down the far side of the field. Darrell King is there. Beaten by Anthony Mulcair. Comes to Shane O'Neill. Flicks it out to the unmarked Declan Murray. Owen Sheedy is there again for Ogonnelloe. Leo Sheedy is also in there. So is Darrell King. Anthony Mulcair. Brian Gilligan. Gilligan sends it across the centre. And the number 12 again, Owen Sheedy. And all the coolness in the world. Strikes it left-handed in towards the goals. A dangerous dropping shot. Barry Gibbons pulled on it. Failed to make contact. The goalkeeper Kevin Burke has come off his line. Gets it out as far as the 20-metre line. The danger still not averted. Backs and forwards tussle for it in there. Cleared out a little bit by Flann Brody. Ball breaks to Ronan Sheedy. Cutting towards the goals. But the referee penalised him for holding on to the ball too long. So there's a free out for the banner. The goalkeeper Kevin Burke very quick to come out to take the free. He's side trailed by 5 points. Drops it into the centre of the field. Joseph Dinan is there for Ogonnelloe. Shot is blocked down by Aidan Lennon. The two of them still tussling for it. Owen Sheedy is there for Ogonnelloe. Up the far side of the field. To Ronan Sheedy. Sheedy strikes it right-handed in towards the goals. Oh, cut across the goals here, and out comes Kevin Burke. Clears it out a little bit. Out towards the corner. David Ford goes out for it. Gains possession. Right-handed sends it in towards the goals. Pulled on there by Leo Sheedy, but it's gone over the end line and wide. But at this stage, I think it's as good as a score for them, because they lead by 5 points, and there's just only a minute left in the game. The puck out this side of the field. Alan Gilligan in possession. Right-handed, he sends it down the centre. There is Enda Maloney, the substitute, who came on. A dangerous shot in towards the goals. Desmond Perry is in there. Still the danger not averted. It's in the net. It's a goal. A good goal there by Rory O'Connor, the number 10, as he came into the loose ball and blasted it into the back of the net. So now is the time on against the banner at this stage. There's only 2 points separating them. The time is up. The puck out drops into the centre. Simon McDonough. Declan Murray is also in there. Casey King helping out for Ogonnelloe. Comes up the field with it. Shot is blocked down by Shane O'Neill. King gets it again. He's on his own 65. Again the shot is blocked down. They're marking very close at this stage. Only 2 points separating them. Casey King in possession, but he's penalised. And there's a free to the banner. And will this be the last trial for the banner? The free dead in the centre of the field. We're just gone over the 30 minutes. And there's only 2 points separating them. 4 goals and 6 to 3 goals and 8. Declan Murray with the free. The players or the mentors from both sides are issuing instructions as the free drops down on the 14-metre line. 3 Ogonnelloe players are under it. Batted out by Owen Sheedy. Alan Gilligan. Still danger here for the banner. He blasted low. It comes off Joseph Dinan. Casey King is helping out for Ogonnelloe. And the referee calls for the ball. And Ogonnelloe, the under-14 champions. They were beaten in last year's final, but they have reversed the decision. And the mentors go in to congratulate them. Ogonnelloe, the under-14 C champions.
Mentors of the teams, Michael Dinan, Jimmy Healy, the banner mentors. We congratulate the referee on a fine game. And we also congratulate the team on how they were topped out today. Wonderful. Thank you very much. I would like now to present the shield to the winning captain, Casey King.
To give the banner 3 cheers. The pit.
McNamara from Ogonnelloe, you must have been very pleased with the performance of this side today.
We were. Even at half-time, there was a very strong breeze. Banner was very even, very strong and very even. We had some of our lads was going down very, very small, but nevertheless, we knew at half-time we were up against. We were surprised actually in the second half, the way they played. They really dug in and they played well. We're delighted, we're proud of them. It was great actually to get a title back to Ogonnelloe, when you take into account that, you know, we've only got about 400 in the parish. We nearly won the smallest in the county, so it's great. We haven't done bad since '84. We've done reasonably well.
You must have been a bit worried halfway through the second half there when the banner really came back at you.
Oh, they did, yeah, they did. One thing we noticed about their forwards was that their forwards, they were good and they were strong. And they were dangerous. Anytime the ball came in, they were very, very dangerous, extremely dangerous. And we were indeed, we were extremely worried. Because with a game like that, particularly with an underage game, one goal, one or the other can turn the tide of the game.
Well, thanks very much, Michael.
Okay.
Me and Heaney, the trainer with the team, you had your side in fine form for today's game. You must have put in an awful lot of preparation.
We did. I suppose our preparation started 12 months ago. We were here and played the banner in 14 Division 4 final, and we lost it. But out of that defeat, we were determined we were going to go forward. That was the year of Fela. We went forward from that defeat, and we went on to win Fela. And we have been steadily building on that win. It's basically the same team. Some of the lads there have been playing since 1985, since they were playing in 3rd and 4th class. It doesn't come in 1 year. It comes over a period of years where you're building and building a team. Their confidence is high now, and we're looking forward to a good schools competition and a good under-12 competition.
Well, you'd often see an underage team, and when they get beaten in a final, they can get very downhearted. I suppose the winning of that Fela Division 4 really helped this side.
It did. It helped them mentally. It helped them. It helped their confidence no end. They have hurling. It was only a question of them to believe in themselves that they were able to hurl. And once they had that belief, you just build on the bit of skill that was there, and there's a tremendous amount of skill. I think along with the skill, or allied with the skill, would be their commitment, their total, absolute commitment. I have never, ever come across a bunch of lads, 20, 21 we have in the panel there, that give 100%. If it's down in the field, or if it's out in Cusick Park, or if it's some little pokey pitch up West Clare, it doesn't make any difference. They'll give 100%, and that's what carries them through all the time.
Well, often in underage, especially as under 12s and 14s, you'd see a few small fellas in the wings, and you'd see the stronger fellas carrying the side. But Owen Sheedy was one in particular, and Barry Gibbons, I think he accounted for 3 goals. They played very well today.
Yeah, I wouldn't single out any particular player, right from the goalkeeper right up down to and including the last number 21 sub. We always operate on a panel system. We never talk just in terms of the team, we talk of the panel. It's a total 21 commitment. All right, only 15 fellas can go out in the field, and they do all work for one another, which is the tremendous thing. The young lads, the small lads, sometimes make the best hurlers.
Well, thanks very much, David.
Thank you.
Michael Dine and the other selector on the side, were you a bit worried going in just after half-time when Ogonnelloe really, or when the banner really came at you?
I wasn't really worried, because I said at half-time, we told them at half-time we were expecting that. And as I said, they beat us here last year, and that's what happened. They came at us very hard after half-time last year and got a couple of quick goals. We told them we weren't going to let that happen this year. They very nearly caught it in the finish, but our lads, they just held out. They were a good banner side, and I know they don't forget us winning this today.
Well, I suppose going in with an 8-point lead at half-time, they probably laxed a bit just after half-time, that they probably thought that they had enough done at that stage, did they?
I wouldn't say so. There was a wind blowing there. You could even notice that in the puck out. That there was a breeze blowing, and 8 points isn't much in hurling, and it's a big field. It's very hard to get a ball up the field, and especially, you know, if young lads get down. But our lads, in the last couple of years, they don't seem to get down. That team today, particular team today, played here in an under-12 final 2 years ago. They were beaten by 1 point, and I think this pitch is like home to them. I think, you know, they love playing here now, and it's, you know, it's home to them, and I think it's stood an awful lot to them today.
How much do you think this victory will mean to hurling in Ogonnelloe?
It will mean an awful lot. As it did in the past, we see on, like, after winning any competition, you go back, it's all talk about it. The youngsters are out when it's the next match, now we're under 12 are starting, and they're all glee now when they're starting, and it'll keep the next generation going again. You know.
Well, it seems to be handed down in generations. You had Dinans, you had Bartons, Sheedies, and a lot of the players that have played in the past, they seem to have sons on the team now.
Well, that's true. That's true. There's a few sets of brothers, and I suppose it is handed down, and we're lucky enough because in the past it's practically our only sport in overall sport, and every young fella then in the national school, I think it's their first lesson they get is a hurling, so they carry it on from there.
Well, thanks very much, Michael.
Thank you.
So we leave you from Cusick Park. Ogonnelloe, the Division 3 under-14 finalists. They have made up for last year's defeat. The final score again, Ogonnelloe 4 goals and 7 points, the banner 3 goals and 8.